You know that feeling, the one that sits in your chest like a stone, the weight that greets you when you wake up before the alarm goes off, the memory that sneaks in uninvited when everything around you goes quiet. You've been carrying pain, and somewhere along the way, someone told you to get over it. Move on, let it go, be stronger. Stop feeling so much. But what if they were wrong? What if the pain you've been running from is not the thing destroying you, but the very thing designed to build you? What if your greatest wound is your greatest weapon? Most people spend their entire lives in a war against their own suffering. They numb it, they avoid it, they drink it down or scroll it away or stay so busy that it never gets a chance to speak. And I understand that. When pain arrives, the last thing you want to do is sit with it. The last thing you want is to feel it fully, because fully feeling pain is terrifying. It means admitting that something hurt you. It means being honest about the fact that life cracked you open. But here is what nobody tells you about cracks. Light gets in through cracks. Strength grows through cracks. The most unbreakable things on this earth were forged in pressure, not protected from it. Think about everyone you admire. Think about the people who walk into a room and command respect without demanding it. Think about the ones who seem anchored, unshakable, deeply sure of who they are. Do you think they got that way through a comfortable life? Do you think they were handed that kind of strength? No, they earned it in the dark, in the silence, in the moments nobody saw. Pain is not a punishment. Pain is a curriculum. Every loss you have survived taught you something that no classroom ever could. Every heartbreak reshaped how you love. Every failure rewrote how you work. Every moment you thought you could not survive, you did. You are standing here right now as proof that you have surveyed 100% of your worst days so far. That is not luck. That is not coincidence. That is power. But power only works when you stop being ashamed of where it came from. There is a choice sitting in front of you right now. You can keep treating your pain like a wound that needs to be hidden. You can keep apologizing for the fact that life was hard. Or you can look at everything you have been through, every scar, every setback, every sleepless night, and say, this made me. This is who I am because of what I endured, and I am not broken. I am built. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a scar on a piece of wood? Not the smooth, untouched surface of a plank cut straight from a healthy tree. I mean the knot. That dark, dense, almost beautiful mark left behind where the tree was damaged, where a branch broke off, where the wind battered it, where insects ate into it and it had to fight back. Do you know what a woodworker will tell you about those knots? They are the hardest part of the wood, the most resistant, the part that holds under the most pressure. While the smooth sections splinter and crack, the scar holds firm. You are that wood. Every wound you carry is a knot, not a flaw, a reinforcement, not a sign of damage, evidence of survival. The world does not need more people who have never been tested. The world needs people who have been tested and came back. That is you. That has always been you. But let's be honest with each other for a moment, because there is a difference between pain that builds you and pain that traps you. And that difference comes down to one thing: whether you face it or flee it. When you flee pain, when you deny it, numb it, bury it under distraction, it does not disappear. It calcifies. It hardens into something heavier. It becomes resentment. It becomes fear. It becomes the invisible wall between you and everything you actually want. But when you face it, when you sit down in front of it and say, I see you, I feel you, and I am not going to let you run my life, something changes. The pain does not go away. I am not going to lie to you and tell you it vanishes. But its power over you does, because you cannot be controlled by something you are willing to look directly at. Facing your pain is not weakness. It is the single most courageous act a person can perform. It takes more strength to feel something fully than to fight it off. More courage to grieve than to go numb. More discipline to process what hurts than to pretend it does not. I want you to think about the thing you have been avoiding. You know what it is? You have known for a long time. The grief you never fully let yourself feel. The failure you turned into a reason to stop trying. The relationship that ended and taught you that love is dangerous. The version of yourself you gave up on when life got too hard. That thing, that exact thing you just thought of, that is your edge. That is the place where your growth is waiting. Not the easy parts, not the comfortable zones, not the things you have already made peace with. The raw, unfinished, still hurting thing. That is where your power lives. Because everything you have not yet faced is energy you have not yet claimed. Every wound you are still carrying is potential that has not been converted yet. Pain unexpressed is power unexplored. So what does this actually look like? It looks like stopping the story you have been telling yourself about why you cannot, why you are not ready, why it is too late, why you are too damaged. That story is not the truth. It is a scar that never finished healing because you never stopped picking at it. It looks like taking the anger that life gave you and making it directional, not explosive, directional. Using it as fuel, not fire. Every time you feel it rise, ask, what am I going to build with this? It looks like letting your hardest season become your strongest testimony. The person who has been through something real, who has lost, who has struggled, who has sat in the dark and still chose to get up, that person changes rooms when they walk into them. Not because they perform strength, but because they carry something people can feel. That is who you are becoming. That is who your pain is building. Stop running. Stop apologizing for what broke you. Stop shrinking because the journey was brutal. Stop waiting until you feel healed before you decide to be powerful. Because you can be both at the same time. You can be healing and powerful. You can be in pain and still be someone worth watching. The world does not need your perfection. It needs your testimony. It needs the version of you that looked at the worst thing that ever happened and did not let it be the last word. So rise. Not because the pain is gone. Rise with it still on your back, still in your chest, still unresolved, and build anyway. Speak anyway. Move anyway. Your scars are not the evidence of what defeated you. They are the record of every battle you won. Your pain is not your prison. Your pain is your power. Now go use it.